Hello, this is Anya Camau from Anya Camau Fashion Academy. Today we are going to do our first lesson, our very first lesson of fashion drawing. We will draw a simple garment displayed on a rather simple silhouette position that will give a nice result because this silhouette is not standing straight. To attend this lesson, you will need some stationery tools. You will need on the hand one of the silhouettes you've already downloaded on my blog, the one which is drawn from head to under the knees. You will need a sheet of translucent paper, a basic printer able to make a black and white copy. There's some A4 white paper sheets, a simple drawing pencil that is well sharpened. So you need a good sharpener and an eraser, a good one. In this lesson we will use colored pencils because it's cheap, easy to use and everybody have pencils. I like very much those ones because they are watercolors. If you just brush wet these colors, you will get a nice aquarelle-like drawing very easily. To brush the colors wet, I took a small saucer with some water and a small brush. It's a makeup brush for lipstick, but it's also a very good brush to do this. To learn how to draw silhouettes with garments, the easiest way is to train with pictures. I took a free catalogue I received with my mail and chose this picture because the body shape is easy to see and the position is a good one, not straight but soft, and the garment is an easy one to draw, this small top and matching panty. In this lesson we are going to draw this garment upon this silhouette, keeping the same position as the picture. We will draw this on a translucent paper sheet, with which is very easy to see the silhouette underneath, as you can see. This is the drawing once done, like this, upon the silhouette. Then we will copy the drawing on a plain sheet and set colors. You will learn how to set colors with colored pencils. You will then get a nice result although you use simple and cheap tools. First, we take this silhouette and place the translucent paper on it, and now you can see the picture on the left side of your screen. This garment on the picture has thin straps that go down the upper part of the breast. First, make sure to locate the breast to know where the straps end. Then, make a mark where this top is placed in between both breasts. To give an impression of volume to this breast, take care to draw a slight curve instead of a straight line. And now you can draw the strap, which takes place at the hollow of the shoulder there. Then goes down with a slight curve. In fashion drawing, there's never any straight line. Even if you see the strap straight, you will draw it with a slight curve to make your drawing more alive. Make nice drawing to sell better your fashion creation, or at least to show out that the garment you draw is a nice one. In a similar way, we draw the other side, always with a curve, from the end of the armhole line up to the shoulder hollow, located before the rounded part of the shoulder. First locate the good point on the shoulder and then go down with a slight curve. Here are both straps set on place. Don't worry if you feel that your drawing is not symmetrical, because the model is not facing the camera, but slightly turned on the right side, and she's not standing right. So you'll draw non-symmetrical fashion drawing most of the time. For the same reason, you can see the right strap seems shorter than the left side, but it's all coming from the position of the silhouette. To give extra volume to this drawing, I take care to enlarge slightly the breast, and you can see that my line is not following the silhouette one. On the other side, the garment is going under the arm. At the center, there's a small blue strip with gatherings, so that the garment looks a bit like a bra on the breasts. You may not see it easily because all is of the same blue, but this way you enhance rather full breast, and it's a nice feature of this garment. Now we go on with this top shape upon the silhouette, drawing its left side. You see that it's following the waistline, going a bit inside and then goes out at the hips, making a movement that it's one of the important lines of this picture. We have also to include the folds that show at the waist, so the silhouette left side won't be a simple curve, but more series of interrupted lines. Each line begins on the side, then gets inside in a curvy way. Each fold is longer than the one before, going down the waist. The biggest fold will take place under the waist, where the model inserts her hand underneath. Then, the bottom of this top is going from the hip bone down to the other side, always with a curved line. Never draw a straight line. Nothing is straight in fashion design. You have to insist on the waist folds, which are the largest of all folds, and then you have the hand set underneath. Now we draw the other side. This side is partially hidden by the right arm. We will just make a simple line from the underarm down to the top's bottom here. As this garment has a proper thickness, although it's a simple cotton knit, I set a mark out of the body shape at about 1 mm before I draw a single line, slightly curved at the waist. Moving your translucent paper, you can check your drawing. Now, how are we going to draw the arms? You see that the silhouette left arm is not placed like the picture's one at all. But the picture position is a nice one to use for a fashion drawing, so I show you how to draw it. The shoulder remains the same, so you can draw it like the silhouette's one, up to the shoulder point. When the arm is going back, we take the translucent paper and rotate it around the shoulder point. I keep with my pencil tip. So the shoulder point doesn't move. I put the arm coming closer to the side and draw the upper part of the arm that disappears behind the model body. I just have to erase the small peak I did, but the movement is good. We kept the shoulder point on place and just moved the arm behind. Then we see the hand that comes from behind. Drawing a hand is always hard, and so it is when you're fashion draw. So I advise you to simplify this hand at the maximum. As you are drawing a top and not a nice hand to show nail enamel, don't worry about hands. Just place it and don't waste your time with hand drawings. The wrist is showing on the side there, and you just have to draw this curve, then draw a simple shape of this hand. This lesson's topic is not to draw hands. Now we draw the other shoulder and the right arm. This shoulder line remains the silhouette one from the neck to the shoulder point, and then setting my pencil tip at this point and rotating the paper, I place the arm going down to the elbow so we can use the silhouette upper arm and follow it. I check my drawing to see if this line is good, and then I just have to place the translucent paper so that I can go on with the arm down to the hand. Now you can see that translucent paper is making the job much easier. For the inside of the arm, you see that it's slightly above the garment at the side. So I do the inner line a little bit upon the garment, and now we can't see the bottom of this top along the right side. So I erase the small angle there, and I can finish up the hand following the silhouette one there, and we are done with both hands. To finish up this top, we still have to draw some details. This small strip in between breasts in dark blue, although it's a straight strip, I draw both its two sides curvy enough to make it nicer. Here I draw the upper strip part of the top, parallel to the curves I draw up the breasts. Just some strokes to symbolize the white and blue strips. And the folds at the center with just some small strokes. To show out the hand sewing, I draw a line, dotted line, parallel to the hem line. Here, this pencil-made drawing of this small top is done. We still have to draw the matching panty. The upper line begins under the top and show about there to go up to the other side, under the hand with a curve. This panty is stretched, so we don't add any thickness along the sideline. Then we have to draw the lower part, making two curves upon the upper part of the legs. I think that my panty waist is too low, so I erase it and draw it again a little bit higher. I want to get the same proportions as the picture's garment, although my fashion silhouette is slimmer and taller. The model has her two legs slightly apart, but we will keep the silhouette's leg to make it simple. Then we just have to draw the two side strips. Here and here, with the same proportions, and place the small strokes that symbolize the white and blue strips. Follow the silhouette's leg on both sides and you get this drawing done. Just some corrections on this left hand, or you can just draw the hand's volume. Your drawing is made to focus on the clothes, so you have to make all other features very simple. If you draw beautiful feet, hands and face, it becomes illustration, but no more fashion design. I would add some more folds at the waist, there. And now we can make a copy of this drawing and set colors. Here is my drawing, and this is my copy on a plain paper sheet that I'm going to color to show you how to do it. You can also erase your drawing on the translucent paper sheet and be able to keep it and use it to attend another fashion drawing lesson. As you already know, all my courses are totally free in fashion design, pattern making and sewing. It's a huge work, but luckily some of you are helping me through Patreon website. Almost all my blogs pages have links to go to my Patreon page, where you can help me donating a small amount of money each month to help me staying free and pay for tools, fabrics and video hardware that are needed to make these free courses. Here you see a copy on plain A4 paper of my previous drawing that I'm going to color. On the picture, you see that the light is coming from this side with this angle. It's very important to give a thickness to your drawings. I already told you this during both previous fashion design levels, both the basis and the first level. If you put colors like a child would do, you won't put any thickness, any life to your drawing. Your drawing won't be nice enough and won't display the garment well. Knowing that, all the right side of a silhouette on the left side of your drawing will be darker and the right side of your drawing will be lighter. However, you will have to enhance certain details of this top and panty set. Those details are the breast side, the folds going down to the waist, and the hem of the top. All of those are important to make a clear and easy to understand fashion sketch. I begin on the right side, mostly because I'm right-handed. I just put colors on all contours. As I'm not that happy with this blue, I think it's too light, I look for another one, sorry. Putting some force on the pencil, I mark well all contours on the right. It will make some contrast with the lack of color on this side due to the lighting. I insist on the folds at the waist because they must be visible to show how is this top. Now, basically on this side, and because the light is coming from this side, I will put very few color. I mark the blue and white strip as well as the gathers in between the breasts. On the other side, I need also to mark all the contours as well as the blue and white strip at the top and the gathers. I also mark in blue the inner line of the right arm, because it's also the visible side of the garment. And then I make a dotted line down above the hem. Then I do exactly the same for the panty, with its side stripes and horizontal blue and white pattern. I eventually set the color, drawing flat with my pencil, a well-sharpened pencil, and I put more color on the left side of the drawing than on the right side because of the light source position. That's why I set color only on the right side of each breast, and at the same time I give a nice thickness to the curvy breasts. The central strip is out of the light, so I put more color on it. You see that there's almost no color at all on the right side of the drawing. When I put color, I use my pencil with a light force and avoid making lines. If I want to add more color, I just do it another time. Try to get something like a colored cloud, not a well-marked area with color. On the other side, where the light is, I just put some color along the folds. And that's it. I do the same on the panty, putting more color on the left side of the drawing than on the right side. Don't be afraid to leave areas with no color at all. When the drawing will be finished up, it won't seem to be a white stain, but only a better lightened area. That's it for the blue. You have white strips, but you don't have to do anything, of course. Now I want to color the skin, and the model skin is nicely tanned. I don't have that many pencils, and I guess you don't have neither, but you can mix up several colors to get what you want. I choose those two colors, a light pink as the skin foundation that will be put most toward the light, toward the right side, and this warm earth color. I think the mix of both together will be nice. I begin with a lighter shade and put color on all the skin, trying to do it evenly. I don't give any attention to the hand. I just color it like other skin areas. Then I do the other arm and the legs. Later on in my fashion design course, I will show you how to use water paint and pens. Basically, you can use whatever way of coloring you want, but you have to learn first how to put colors and what result you have to achieve. Now I'm done with the pink, and I add this medium brown only on areas with less light on, beginning with the arm on the left side. I hope you can see it well on your screen because the difference is not that big. Train at home to find your best way to color your sketches, because your sketches are the illustration of your personality. If you like bright and flashy colors, just go for them. Maybe with paint, because pencil gives a lighter color. But I like pencils because it's cheap and easy. Here I put some brown only on half the legs, on the left side. Now I'd like to show you how to give more life, more thickness to your drawing. I remind you that light is coming this way. So there will be a narrow shadow on the left side, that is the opposite side. I choose a medium grey pencil and not a black one, which would be too dark. and I draw a narrow strip of grey along the side of the silhouette, making sure to put more color close to the skin and less while I go away. It's just a narrow strip to enhance the silhouette feature. For the last touch, to finish all up, I take my saucer with some water and my brush, a plain makeup brush for lipstick. I take very few water with my brush and brush the color until it fades into the paper. To enhance this contrast, you can also mark better the contour of the body on this side. With the gray pencil. You can also water your silhouette colors to give it a nice pro look. And here is your very first fashion drawing. A very nice drawing, I'm sure.